Hey there, Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan, ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal. So, Superman's son and Lois's son, Jonathan Kent, is coming out as bisexual. So what? You know, there's a bit of course, there's going to be outrage culture and backlash and fans being, what's the big deal or what's the deal? And, you know, it was only about a month or so ago that Tim Drake Robin came out as bisexual as well. And is that all that modern storytellers have? Is this level of identity politics? And you know, I, I it's weird. I have this huge sense of compassion fatigue and disinterest. And I mean, I just want good Superman stories. Do they have good Superman stories, or is it about using comic books to normalize alternative lifestyles? And there is an importance for diversity, for representation, to make the world a safer space for young people that are truly bisexual, homosexual, or any thing, because kids struggling with this have a high suicide rate. Sure, I mean, but it's kind of at the point where like this is like what they call agenda and what they call this is just virtue signaling and a prop to. I mean, how do my gay friends feel about this? I mean, they must be happy that there's more of us out there. Yay! Yeah, sure. I just hope that there are good Superman stories out there, and that Jonathan Kent's gonna be a good Superman. That already in the comic book, he's fighting climate change and he's fighting for immigrant rights that are being abused. For illegal immigrants coming in. And listen, I'm not convinced that these fictional worlds have our world's problems. I mean, these comic books used to be about escapism and about just having heroic adventures, having good guys win over bad guys, and saving the day. And their identities, whether their gender, their ethnicity, or their sexuality, were very, they were part of characters, yes, but they weren't the focus. And now the focus is the identity of the character over story. And I'm just not convinced that the DC Earth Zero has climate change issues or even immigrant issues. I mean, it could, but I mean, these are real world issues. And they're dovetailed into the comic books endlessly, that now the issues of ironically, the issues of comic books issues are the world's problems. I'm not buying it. I'm not sold on that. This is what's called, hey, you're putting too much agenda into comic books. I mean, and it's honestly one side of the aisle. I'm in the middle, so I'm going to say it. I'm in the middle. I can see. And also, I'm from the South Boston projects. I don't buy bullshit. I don't. And there's a lot of bullshit in comic books. And it's only representative of one side's values. There are no comic book characters saying that border security is a good thing. There are, 194 nations in the world, and only 191 of them are allowed to care about their borders and their cultures. America's a great place. And it's about the melting pot. And I don't care if you think that's an antediluvian term. I'm older than most people, in this pop culture thing. I'm almost 50. the world will be a better place when I'm dead. Trust me, right? And yeah, when old fogies like me are dead and gone, yeah, I know that's what young people think. Yeah, but John here, he had he endured something called soap opera rapid aging syndrome. A couple of years ago, he was 11 years old. He was a true Superboy. He had There was a fun comic called Super Sons, and it was a team up with him and with 11-year-old John and 13-year-old Damian Wayne Robin, and it was a really fun, well-received book, and it got ruined with the new writer. And Brian Michael Bendis came on to Superman and aged up Superboy to 17. Why? Because he needed to leave his very distinct mark on the comic book. He did, and it was a skid mark, because aging up Jonathan Kent took a lot away from the character. We didn't see him get to grow up. We didn't see him get to, be instilled with values from his dad, Clark Kent, Kal-El, the Superman. And so I got no problems with his sexuality, with him being bi or being gay. I mean, so what? I'm like, I'm postmodern, the sexuality thing. I don't care. I'm a professional chef. I've dealt with, gay people all my life in my work. I mean, there used to be something. I used to have a joke back when it was permissible to joke about stuff that there's nothing more stereotypical in a restaurant than a gay waiter. And I remember coming from South Boston and a culture of exclusivity and a Catholic culture that really didn't, embrace our brothers and sisters. And literally, I had an aunt who was gay. She was always gay, and we always knew it. So, I mean, is this all they got? Is just making characters gay to suit a modern narrative? I mean, it is important that people see themselves in their fictions. It's important to normalize this, because there's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with John being gay. The only thing wrong with it is that's all you got. I hope not. I hope that there are actual Superman stories waiting for him. He's Superman, son of Kal-El. He's the Superman Secundus, the second Superman. And he's inheriting the mantle from his dad, who was, off planet and minding the store while dad's gone. So, I mean, I hope, like I say, I hope that there are good Superman stories out there waiting for Jonathan Kent. And it's not just going to be about who he's kissing. And it's not going to be about our Earth's problems dovetailed into an imaginary place that has wonders and heroes and imaginary technology. They wouldn't have climate change on that world. They would have figured that out years ago with whatever imaginary devices that they have, to imagine. It's all an imaginary story. They're all imaginary stories. And guess what? Historically, classically, mythologically, guess who else was bisexual? Achilles. Achilles, the greatest warrior in all of Greek mythology and of the Iliad. He was very bisexual. He had a son with a wife from his nation state. He also had a relationship with Patroclus, and I mean, look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. And but yeah, I mean, that's classical mythology and antiquity. I mean, but was Achilles' sexuality like any selling points on his stories? No, it was about his heroism, and it was about his deeds, and it was about being the ultimate warrior in the Trojan War. So I hope that there's substance to this, and not just banking on my gay friends to buy comic books because, hey, we have another gay character for you. Here, buy something. There's no story to it, and that will these stories get dropped if sales dropped? So I'm going to put a link in here, yeah, to my Robin argument. When Robin came out of the closet as bisexual, there was a huge kind of like harumph from, you know, on YouTube and from different different YouTube creators, and bad jokes at his expense. And yeah, I hope that there are no bad jokes at John's expense, and I hope that he loves whoever he wants to love. But I hope there's more to this story than just who he's kissing. I hope that there's awesome Superman stories for him. I hope how he learns how to be Superman. It's got more to do than who you're kissing and what the cause célèbre of the day is. Cause célèbre means, the celebrity cause. And I mean, that's all I got for today. I love Superman. I love Superman stories, and I love my gay friends and my bisexual friends, and they're awesome folk, and they deserve to have their heroes too. And guess what? You have a new hero whose story hasn't been written yet, and this is part of his story. I have no outrage over Jonathan Kent being bisexual. None. But I also hope this isn't not just some marketing ploy, just because it's the thing to do. Because honestly, it's kind of the thing to do. And yeah, are you seeing through it, or are you not? And I'm hoping that just there's great Superman stories in Jonathan Kent's future. That's all I got for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Give me a thumbs down if you think I'm off base here. If you think I should be pissed off at this or something. Leave a comment in the comment section, and please give me a subscribe if you can. I make daily content. I make hot takes. I try to put some positivity in pop culture. I go on occasional rants here and there. And I also talk about spirituality and theology. I'm an ordained minister. And also, I'm a professional chef. I've got cooking hacks for you to make beautiful, nutritious, delicious food at home of a restaurant quality. And you can impress your loved ones, your family, and your friends. And you can meet at the table and all eat together like we're supposed to. And to be honest, the only thing I've really cared about with Superman lately is that he got his red trunks back, that he looks like Superman. They got the spit curl back, and he's got, it doesn't look like armor with all these lines in it. There's something about the classical Superman look. But this is a new Superman. This is his son. He's going to inherit this mantle, and he deserves his chance, and he deserves to learn how to be Superman. That's all I got for today. Thank you so much. Namaste, and God bless you. Cheers.